Hi, Tricia here. Today we're going to do sponge painting. Painting can be messy, so if you have an old t-shirt or paint smock, I'm going to use an apron to protect my clothes. Then you'll need a protective piece of cardboard or newspaper on the table to protect the table. So if you get any paint on the cardboard, it won't go on the table. Then you'll need a piece of paper. You can use white paper. I'm going to use some thick cardstock. And you'll need some sponges. Now this is a dry sponge, so I put it underneath some water and I squeezed all the water out to make it moist so that it's bendable. Like, whoa. Oh, see, landed on my apron. That's okay. So it's bendable. So you're gonna, then you'll need paint. Here I'm using finger paint that I made. You also can use tempera paint. The recipe real quick for finger paint is 1 cup of flour, 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of salt, and you mix that in a saucepan over low heat and stir it until it's thick, like this consistency. If you put it into into containers, you can add different colors of food coloring for your colors. So we're going to use yellow paint and green paint. I'm going to stick my sponge right in the paint, push it down onto the paper, and it made a print. You also can use on this sponge, there's 2 sides. I have a rougher side. I want to see what happens when I use the rougher side. I'm going to use it in the green paint. Oh, the rougher side. It might be a little bit different textured. Yeah, it looks a little bit different. You also can make the paint more textured by adding sand to it. I don't have any sand, but I have some old coffee grounds that I added to some paint. So I took the old coffee grounds, they're still a little wet, and I mixed them into some of the finger paint. And I added a little bit of glue. The glue is going to help the coffee grounds stick to the paint and the paper once it dries. So you just mix that up. And you can also do different textures. Like I'm using sponges, but I also have it's like a scrunchie that you can clean the dishes with, but it's clean. And so I'm going to try painting with this too. Let's see what kind of design I can make here. I'm going to press it down. Oh yeah, look at the circle. And you can also use the sponge and see what happens when I use the sponge. Let's see. I'm going to place it down. Yeah, it makes a different texture, a different shape and a different texture. See, I had a little bit too much paint and it started to run, but that's okay. Here's a couple that I did beforehand. So you can use different color papers, or you can use white paper. Use your imagination. Be creative. Have fun. Thanks for joining. Till next time.